strict headteacher who banned pupils from wearing lipstick and fake tan hanged himself after worrying about losing his job. A strict headteacher who banned pupils from wearing lipstick and fake tan hanged himself after worrying about losing his job, an inquest heard yesterday. Dad of two Gary Vyse and X27's body was found at his 3-bed semi-detached home in Rochester, Kent in February. Known for his no-nonsense approach to discipline, he hit headlines in 2016 after banning pupils from wearing makeup at the 100 of Who Academy in Kent, saying school wasn't a fashion parade. Yesterday Detective Sergeant Deborah Cummings told the coroner on the day of his suicide Mr. Vyse sent messages of an emotional nature to Ms. Bartlett, described in the inquest as his girlfriend, but this was disputed by a family member at the inquest. She told the hearing, one of the messages stated he was feeling anxious and sad, was not enjoying his job and felt people wanted him to fail. He also told her he feared he was about to be suspended from work and was due to meet bosses at the trust over a possible disciplinary matter, the inquest heard. In just 3 years, he became chief executive of 6 schools across Kent and was considered one of the most influential educational leaders in the area. But he suffered a fall from grace 2 years ago after crashing his £45,000 BMW 428i while twice the drink-drive limit. He was banned from the road for 18 months and ordered to pay £1,455. At the time, some parents called for him to stand down. In response, he said, "That the moment of recklessness caused great embarrassment for me." But the inquest heard on February 12 his sister went to see him at home, and found him hanged. No suicide note was found, but a number of his electrical items and papers were found on the table. Packets of medication to treat depression were also found, and his GP confirmed he had been feeling low. The coroner asked the officer about the tone of the messages Mr. Vyse sent Ms. Bartlett prior to his death. She said, "The overriding tone was that Mr. Vyse was feeling fairly depressed. Some of the messages were not clear but they were emotional. In one he said the X27 world wanted him to fail in X27. And he was worried about being a and X27 burden and X27. She added, "They gave the impression he was saying goodbye." Paying tribute to the 37-year-old earlier in the year, colleagues hailed him a leading light in the teaching community. Michael Costello, chair of the Williamson Trust, said, "It is with great sadness that I announce the death of Gary Vyse. Mr. Vyse passed away at home. We are all shocked and saddened by the loss of such a strong and influential leader. Gary was an extraordinary individual with the passion for education, and a real drive to do the best for the trust, its staff and its students. Our thoughts and prayers are with Gary and X27's family and friends." Counselor Andrew McNiss, of Medway Council, said, "I am deeply shocked and saddened. Gary had been a leading light in driving real improvement in education." Ex-pupil Corin Simmons said, "He was honestly one of the best mentors and teachers I ever had." One neighbor said at the time, "There was a lot of police there, plus there was a couple of women waiting outside the house. He has not been here for that long, maybe 18 months. I had seen him a few times but did not see that much of him. It and X27 a very sad thing for him and his family. He was a young man really." Assistant Coroner Katrina Hepburn told the inquest in Maidstone, Kent, in December 2017 Mr. Vyse stayed with his parents for a period of time and references having problems with work, relationship problems and also heavy drinking. She ruled a conclusion of suicide and gave condolences to the family.